Hey guys, it's EpicCuber7 here, and welcome to my first thoughts on the YJ MGC 2x2. I got this cube a couple weeks ago, and I've just been experimenting around with it, trying to figure out what it's worth. And I've got to say, if you just come here to make a decision, yes, get this cube, it's great. But if you actually want to know why, then maybe stick around for a bit longer. So this is a magnetic 2x2, and yet it comes at the low price of $14 on speedcube.com.au. And for that price, you would normally expect something of maybe a bit lower quality, like an MF2, or the Yuhun is, I'd say, a good budget cube, but it's not perfect by any means. The MGC, on the other hand, is also not perfect, but it's damn well pretty close to it. First off, the turning of this puzzle just does not disappoint. It turns at a nice quick pace, but it's really smooth, and to me it feels just like a solid cube. It's not too blocky, but it's also not too flimsy. It's got that right amount of flexibility that you want just for it to be able to turn nicely. But as with what I was saying before, what this cube does not feel is cheap. The plastic feels solid and well made, and the turning does too. The feeling for me is really crunchy, and it's not that quiet when you're turning slowly, and you can tell it's also really soft and smooth. And that's what I really like about this cube. And if you just want to hear the sound of the turning, listen here. But as with any cube, this cube is not perfect. And the reason why it's not perfect is because I do get very rare catches like this. These are definitely not as common as the catches you would find during almost every solve on like the Wusha or something. If you're turning way too quickly and just spamming TPS, then you're probably bound to run into one or two catches. But these are very minor, and there are no huge lockups or anything in my experience. The stability of this cube, other than those catches, is, pretty good. As I said, I don't get any huge lockups, and the flexibility is at just a level where it's good enough to get those good turns in. It's not overly flexible to the point of being flimsy, as some of the older GAN products would have been. And I'm sure the magnets do help with that. Speaking of which, the magnets are fairly light. For me, the magnets maybe sit somewhere in between the Guoguan 2x2 and the Zhenglang. The Guoguan 2x2 has a bit heavier magnets, and the Zhenglang, for me, I can barely feel the magnets at all. So the MGC is about that middle range, or a bit towards the lighter side, but definitely not too light or too heavy or anything. For me at least, the magnet strength really suits this cube and complements its turning feel. As such, this cube is pretty reliable for me during solves, and most solves I am able to get through it pretty smoothly without any minor catches. Just some other couple minor things we shouldn't worry about, but just so they're there. The corner cutting is about 45 degrees. A little bit past that, and it just goes to reverse. Pops have never occurred for me on this cube, as you would expect with most modern cubes. And the shades, in case you couldn't tell, the shades are pretty great. They're good stickless shades, just in case you were wondering. I will probably be using this as my main at the upcoming Australian Nationals. Mains and goals are coming soon. Get hyped for that. Thanks for watching my first thoughts of the MGC 2x2, guys. You can pick it up in the description from speedcube.com.au for the low price of $14. But without further ado, guys, I will see you in the next one. Oh my gosh, what am I doing?